My people, you all are welcome back. Marhaban bikum. Do you know one good thing in learning a second language? It will help in improving the first language. Like as you're trying to improve your Arabic skills and become a speaker of the Arabic language and a good writer of its text. And we are using the English language as the first language to learn this second language. You become good and skilled even more in the English language. And today we are going to have a very good topic to discuss, and this topic is transitive and intransitive verb. These two words may sound so big. I'm going to break it down to you. Let's look at the word transitive and intransitive. You can see both of these two words are opposites. An example I can give to you, when I say George is coming. George is coming. George is a person, and the word coming there is the verb. And consider saying George opened the door. The difference between these two sentences or statements I've said is that the first one has a subject and a verb. George is the subject and the verb is the word coming. While for the second, you see the sentence, George opened the door. Here we have the subject, George, opened, which is the verb, and we have also the object, which is the door. George opened the door. The first sentence has only a subject and the verb, while the second sentence has the subject, the verb, and the object. This to show that the word coming is an intransitive word. Intransitive here means a verb. An intransitive verb is a verb which does not require or which does not extend its action to an object, while a transitive verb is such a verb which extends its action to an object. George opened the door. The action of opening by George has been extended onto the door. Therefore, this is called a transitive verb. The word open is a transitive verb, while the word come or coming is an intransitive verb. And this is the same both in English language and also in the Arabic language. Since we are Arabic learners, we are going to dwell more in Arabic examples. Let me give you an example of these two. First, in the Arabic language, when you have an intransitive verb, we call it الفعل اللازم. While when we have a transitive verb, we call it الفعل المتعدي. Consider these two sentences. The first one I can say جاء جورج. جاء جورج. George came. The second sentence I say فتح جورج الباب. George opened the door. The same way with the English one. The word jaa, which means he came, the word come there, this is considered to be an intransitive verb. This is because it does not extend its action to an object. The action stands only with the subject. So jaa George, George came. Jaa William came. Jaa Bush came. All of this, you see the word come. This is an intransitive verb. Consider the verb Fataha Georgiu al-Baba. George opened the door. So the word al-Baba here is an object. This is because Fataha open has extended the action which is performed by George to the door. There are plenty of examples to give considering these two words. Let's look at the word qatala. I can say qatala aliyun al-hayyata. Ali killed the snake. From this alone, you know that the word qatala, kill, this is a transitive verb, al-fa'ilul muta'addi, because Ali requires an object, which is the snake, to extend his action. While if I say Dohika Aliyun, Ali laughed. So here he doesn't require an object. So ضحك here is what? An intransitive الفعل اللازم. To summarize again, we have two types of verbs in this manner. The first one is الفعل اللازم, which is the intransitive verb, while the second is الفعل المتعدي, transitive verb. And I've told you that transitive verbs are verbs which requires subject and also an object, while intransitive verbs are verbs which require only the subject. And as we move on in this lesson, we shall come across a lot of examples on how to change an intransitive verb into its transitive pattern. This is going to be very easy, and I'm going to give you a lot of examples to make it easy for you, so when you speak you don't have to think about it so much. Hope you're with me. If you are, subscribe to my channel, hit the join button to join our membership to get the members only perks. And now we are moving on. Quickly, let's dive into this conversation between the teacher and some of the students. And from here, we will see how verbs in their transitive and in the intransitive form are being used. Let's look at the beginning. He said, Ba'da Salat al-Asr. This conversation went on after the prayer of Asr. Al-Mudarris, the teacher, said, Kayfa amsaytum ya ikhwan? How is the evening, O student, O brothers? At-Talaba, the student said, Amsayna bi khayr, meaning we arrived the evening time in good. Walhamdulillah, and praise be to Allah. Al-Mudarris said, Lima akhrajta as-saburata ya Usama? Ya Usama, why do you take out the board, O Usama? The word akhrajta, you took out. No doubt this is what? A transitive word, because it has involved an object. Adkhilha bisur'atin, bring it and take it in fastly. Take it in quickly. So adkhilha, take it in. So Usama is going to perform an action that is extended to the object. Usama said, akhrajtuha li'unadhifaha. I took it out in order to clean it. Sa'udkhiluha ba'da tanzifiha. I will take it in after cleaning it. Al-Mudarris said, Ayyuhal ikhwatu, oh brothers, uhanni'ukum binajahikumul bahira fil imtihani nisfi. I congratulate you over your excellent performance in the mid-term or mid-semester exam. Wallahi laqad farihtu kathiran. Indeed, I was so happy بهذه النتيجة, with this result, التي بلغت نسبتها 97%, which the grade has reached to 97%, meaning 97% of the students passed the exams. Ukasha said, فرحك الله دائما يا أستاذ, may Allah make you happy always. The call that the teacher said, فرحت كثيرا, I was happy, I was so happy. Now Usama is using the same word fariha, because here the word fariha is coming as an intransitive verb, al-fi'lul lazim. But when Ukasha wanted to use it, he changed it to what? Farahaka, adding shadda. May Allah make you happy. So here the word has now become a transitive verb. Do you understand? Farahaka Allahu. May Allah make you happy. Do you understand? Fariha Muhammadun. Muhammad is happy. Farraha Muhammadun ummah. Muhammad made his mother happy. Can you note the difference? Of course. Now, yudkhilu Usama to sabura. It is at this point that Usama took the board in. Al-Mudarris said, Inni jawwaltu fi masharikil ardi wa magharibiha. I traveled, I have circumambulated the eastern part of the world and the western part of the world, meaning all the nooks and crannies of the world. وَدَرَسْتُ فِي بِلَادٍ كَثِيرًا. وَدَرَسْتُ, and I have taught in a lot of cities. وَلَمْ أَرَ طُلَّابًا أَحْسَنَ مِنْكُمْ, and I have not found students who are better than you. Usama says, Jazakallahu khairan ya Ustaz. May Allah reward you with good, O teacher. Al-Mudarris said, لَعَلَّكُمْ أَحْضَرْتُمْ دَفَاتِرَ النَّحْوِ. Hopefully you people brought out the books of Nahu. Ukasha said, Naam ahdarnaha. Yes, indeed, we brought it out. Al-Mudarris says, bring it out, bring it. Uridu an uriha al-mudira. I want to show it to the Principal. Sayusarru biha kathiran inshallah. He will be pleased. He will be happy with it. He will be happy a lot with it. Ya Amr, O Amr, asmi'ni bayt ash-shi'r alladhi dhakartuhu lakum amsi. Remind me of the stanzas of the stanza of the poem which I mentioned to you yesterday. So asmi'ni, like I can say, sami'a Muhammadun al-khabara. Muhammad had the news. This is different from when I say asma'a Aliyun Muhammadan al-khabara. Ali made Muhammad to hear the news, meaning Ali told Muhammad the news. So he said, asmi'ni al-khabara, let me hear the news. The bird. Amr said, وَلَمْ أَرَقَ الْمَعْرُوفِ أَمَّا مَذَاقُهُ فَحُلُوٌ وَأَمَّا وَجْهُهُ فَجَمِيلٌ. This is debate. Said, وَلَمْ أَرَقَ الْمَعْرُوفِ. I've not seen anything like goodness. I've not seen anything like what? Like goodness. أَمَّا مَذَاقُهُ. As for the taste of being good, for it to be good to others, the taste of that, فَحُلُوٌ, is sweet. وَوَجْهُهُ وَأَمَّا وَجْهُهُ فَجَمِيلٌ. And the face of being good is beautiful. Al-Mudarris said, Kul, say, madhaquhu, wa akhri taraf lisanik. When you say the word madhaquhu, bring out the tip of your tongue. Why? Because you are pronouncing the word dhal. So you should say, madhaquhu. يجب إخراج طرف اللسان عند النطق بثلاث أحرف. The teacher says it is important, compulsory, that when you pronounce 3 letters of the Arabic language, you should bring out the tip of your tongue. What are these letters? Well, here the first one is a fa, say fa. Dhal, the second is dhal, and the last is dho. Adhunnu annani fahamtukum. I think I've made you to understand. So I can say fahimtu darsa, I understood the lesson, and I can say fahamtuka darsa, I made you understand the lesson. Note the difference. Now, Ali said, Ya Ustaz, oh teacher, arju an tasmaha li bidhahabi ila ghurfati. I seek you to permit me to go to my room. Fa inna bi suda'an shadida, because I have severe headache. Al-Mudarris says, idhab shafakallah, go, may Allah cure you. Ibrahim said, ma bihi suda'un ya Ustaz. He does not have headache, oh teacher. Innama yakdhib, he is only lying. Al-Mudarris says, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ أَنَّهُ يَكْذِبْ. And what made you know that he's lying? Ibrahim said, أَظُنُّ, I think. And the teacher said, إِيَّاكَ وَالظَّنَّ. Ya Ibrahim, beware of suspicion. فَقَدْ قَالَ النَّبِيُّ صَلَى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمْ. The Prophet, may the blessing and peace of Allah be upon him, has said that what? إِيَّاكُمْ وَالظَّنَّ. Beware of suspicion. فَإِنَّ الظَّنَّ, because suspicion, akdhabul hadith, is the worst of lies. Being suspicious of what you're not clear about, it is the worst of lies. وقال الله عز وجل, and Allah the Most High also says in the Quran that inna ba'd adh-dhanni ithm, that some of the suspicions which you suspect, some of the suspicion which you have, they are sins. So when you are too suspicious, just know that you are closer to sins than reward. You are closer to evil than good. So avoid suspicion. Now, with this we come to the end of this conversation between the teacher and the students, and here we've been able to spot the difference and some of the words which belong to the transitive al-fi'l al-muta'addi and the intransitive al-fi'l al-lazim verbs. Now we have short exercise to answer. The first one says, Ajib anil as'ilatil atiya. Answer the following questions. Limadha akhraja Usama saburata min al-fasli. Why did Usama brought out the board from the class? We say, akhrajaha Usama liyunadhifaha. Usama brought it out in order to clean it. Number 2, we have kam balagat nisbatun najah. How many does the grade reach to in terms of what the percentage? How many percentage of the students passed? We say balagat nisbatuha balagot nisbatuha sab'atun what is the 3 to 97. Next we have limadha arada aliyun an yadhhaba ila ghurfati. Why did Ali wanted to go back to his room? We say li'anna bihi suda'un shadid, because he had severe headache. Lastly, we have madha yuridu al-mudarrisu an yuriya al-mudira. What did the teacher want to show the principal? We say yuridu an yurihi ad-dafatir. He want to show him the books, the notebooks. Here we've been able to see how the words falling under transitive and intransitive are being used in sentences, but we are going to discuss deeply and widely this topic. Let's look at it. We have ينقسم الفعل باعتبار معناه إلى متعد ولازم. The verb, in terms of its meaning, in terms of the meaning which every verb conveys, are divided into two. A verb is divided into two based on the meaning which it conveys. The first one is muta'addin, which means a transitive verb, while the second one is lazim, an intransitive verb. Fal muta'addi. Now the transitive verb ma tajawaza hadathuhu al-fa'ila ila al-maf'ul bih is the one which extends its action onto an object, as you have said earlier. An example, Bana Ibrahim alayhi salam al-Kaaba. Ibrahim, may the peace of Allah be upon him, built Kaaba. So the Kaaba here is the object of the sentence, and Ibrahim is the what? The subject. Therefore, the word Bana, he built, to build, is a transitive verb. وَهُوَ يَحْتَاجُ إِلَى فَاعِلٍ يَفْعَلُهُ. And such a verb requires a subject performing the action, وَمَفْعُولٌ بِهِ يَقَعُ عَلَيْهِ, and an object which receives the action. وَعَلَامَتُهُ, and the sign of such a verb, أَنْ يَقْبَلَهَا الضَّمِيرُ, is that such a verb should be able to accept the ha of pronoun. الَّتِي تَعُودُ إِلَى الْمَفْعُولِ بِهِ, which returns to the object of the sentence. An example, when I say قَرَأَ الدَّرْسُ, he read the lesson, وَفَهِمَهُ, and he understood it. The fact that the word fahima accepted her, this shows that what? It is a transitive verb. Fahima, he understood it. رَأَيْتُ حَشَرَةً سَامَّةً, I saw poisonous, poisonous insects. Now, فَقَتَلْتُهَا, and I killed it. You can see her, فَقَتَلْتُهَا. This shows that the word qatala is also a transitive verb. وَاللَّازِمُ, as for an intransitive verb, مَا لَا يَتَعَدَّ أَثَرُهُ فَاعِلًا, is the one which does not extend its action its action to an object. Now, example, the students went out. So here we don't have the object of the sentence. فَرِحَ الْمُدَرِّسُ, the teacher was happy. So happy here is an intransitive because it does not extend it to an object. لا يحتاج الفعل اللازم إلى مفعول به. An intransitive verb does not require an object. قد يتعدى الفعل اللازم بواسطة حرف الجر. However, an intransitive verb could also be made to become transitive indirectly by the following, using a preposition. An example, غضب المدرس على الطالب الكسلان. The teacher was angry at the lazy student. So the word at, which is what? Ala here, is the preposition which has helped to extend the action of the teacher over the student. However, the student coming here is not an object. So, but indirectly, it is coming as if it is an object. Next, we have ذهبت بالمريض إلى المستشفى. I went with the sick to the hospital. So إلى المستشفى here has also extended it. Another is نظرت إلى الجبل. I looked onto the mountain. Can you see? So نظرت إلى, I looked onto. So إلى here has made it, the word نظر, to be made as if it is a transitive verb. قال تعالى, قال صلى الله عليه وسلم, the Prophet said, Man ragiba an sunnati, whoever turns away from my culture, my tradition, falaysa minni, is not part of me. So an sunnati, you can see. Number 5, we have uridu an attali'a ala manhaji madrasatikum. I want to glance through the curricula or the curriculum of your school. You can see uridu an attali'a ala. The word ala is a preposition which has now made the word attali'u to extend its action onto madrasa. Next we have la arghabu fil safar hadha al-usbu'. I do not consider traveling this week. So la arghabu fi safari, you can see. ويسمى مفعول مثل هذا الفعل غير صريح. The object of this type of verbs are called indirect objects. وهو مجرور لفظا, and in terms of the way they are being read, they are being read in the genitive case with kisra بحرف الجر because of the preposition. منصوب محلا. However, it is coming in the accusative case in terms of the position it is staying. محل أنه مفعول به غير صحيح, because it is an indirect object. Now we have exercises to better understand it. The first one says ميز اللازم من المتعدي فيما يلي. Differentiate, indicate the intransitive and the transitive verbs in the following. The first one said يشرح المدرس الدرس مرتين. The teacher is explaining the lesson twice. So the word يشرح here is transitive, that is الفعل المتعدي. ضحك الطلاب. The students laughed. This is الفعل اللازم intransitive. Next, رجع أبي البارحة. My father returned yesterday. So أبي رجع here is what? An intransitive الفعل اللازم. Before we have حفظت القرآن وأنا صغير. I memorized the Quran while I was small. So حفظت here is a transitive الفعل المتعدي. اجلس هنا. Sit here. Can you see اجلس? Sit here. This is an intransitive. Next we have افتح الباب. Open the door. This is transitive, that is الفعل المتعدي. وأغلق النوافذ, and close the windows. This is also الفعل المتعدي. Number 7 we have أمر الله تعالى إبراهيم عليه السلام بذبح ابنه إسماعيل عليه السلام في المنام. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Abraham to slaughter his son Ishmael in his sleep, in his dream. So the word Amar Allah Ta'ala Ibrahim, the word Amar here is what? Yes, a transitive verb. Bidhabi ibn Ismail, can you see? MashaAllah. Nama tiflu, the baby slept. So Nama here is an intransitive. Kumtu minan naum mutakhirun. I woke up from sleep late. So kumtu minan naum. This is what originally an intransitive, but it is made transitive with min. Next we have na'budullaha wa la nushrik bihi shay'a. We worship Allah and we do not associate anything with him. So na'budullaha, we worship Allah. This is a transitive verb. Wa la nushriku bihi. Nushriku, because of the be here, this is what is called indirect al-fi'lu ghayru sarih. Lam akul shay'an al-bariha. I did not eat anything yesterday. So this is transitive. Ta'ibal umalu fastarahu. The workers became tired and they rested. So ta'ibal umalu. The ta'iba here is what? An intransitive al-fi'lu lazim, and istarahu is also al-fi'lu lazim. Lastly, rahabtu bid-duyuf. I welcomed or congratulated the what? The strangers. So you can see rahabtu bid-duyuf. The be there makes it to be al-fi'lu ghayru sarih. So you can see here that all of this has made us to understand how to use and to differentiate between al-fi'lu lazim, the intransitive, and al-fi'lu muta'addi, the transitive. In order not to make this lesson very long, we are going to be stopping here. When we meet next time, we shall complete this lesson. So always stay tuned. Until then, jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.